What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be going over the Crimson Hell Guide and explaining all the best team comps and the strategy for actually 3-turning the Crimson Demon. So let's hop into the video. Alright guys, let's talk about the team comps first for the Hell Crimson Demon and kind of give you guys an idea of what you should be running if you do want to be clearing the demon as fast as possible. So this is going to be the guaranteed 3-turn team here if you do want to clear the fight. So this is the team that I'm going to be running on my side, and then I'll actually explain the team that you want to run on your partner side if you do want to get the 3-turn clear. So I'll kind of talk about multiple team comps as well, because this one is mainly if you have a raid partner, because randoms are probably going to be bringing Red Gowther. It's going to be a little bit different, but I'll explain that a little bit later in the video. So let's actually start talking about it now and go over the team comp here. So Red Arthur here is here for the buff. Obviously, if you guys don't know, Red Arthur is here to apply a buff that's going to be able to, increase the basic stats of one ally by 20%. So it gives him the attack, HP, and defense buff, which are going to be the basic stats there. So Arthur is going to be a pretty nice character as well. And then having his Holy Relic is also pretty beneficial too, because the Holy Relic does apply on the Crimson Demon on the final phase of the fight, which we'll actually talk about when we get to the gameplay. So Arthur is a very good character for this. You definitely want to bring Arthur on your team. The next character we're going to be going over is going to be Traitor Meliodas. The reason you want to bring Traitor Meliodas for this, at least, is because he's able to basically buff himself every time he does a single target skill. And because Arthur, when we talk about Sariel, Arthur does have a single target skill being his first one, which is a recovery seal, but it's not going to apply the debuff. It's mainly just there for the single target. But when we talk about Traitor Meliodas, he's actually going to be getting buffed up from Arthur and also from the attack skills themselves. So he's going to be able to get an insane amount of buffs and deal a ton of damage on the Crimson Demon. Sariel is going to be the 3rd slot character that I bring here, and the reason we bring Sariel is because Sariel has a very strong single target card, being the Power Strike card right here, alongside the fact that if you do have his Holy Relic, you're actually going to be able to increase his basic stats every time you crit, and using the Sever card right here is a guaranteed crit on the Crimson Demon, so it's very nice. So yeah, that's going to be the the main team that I like to run. And then for the partner, what you would do is you would swap Sariel out for actually Red SR Slater. And the reason you would bring Red SR Slater is because, if you guys don't know his passive, it's going to decrease all enemies' crit resistance by the value of the hero's crit chance at the start of the battle, and that's what's going to be able to give you guys the 3-turn clear team. If you have Red Slater there, it's going to make it so that your crits with Meliodas hit a lot harder, and then also it's going to make it so that Sariel is able to do a lot more damage as well. So yeah, that's basically the 3-turn team right there. Let's actually talk about alternatives now in terms of regular teams. If you guys do not have this setup here where you either run like the Sariel or the Slater and then the Traitor Meli Arthur, you guys can definitely change up the team and run like a Green Gowther setup strategy as well. Or not Green Gowther, a Red Gowther strategy. So you could do like Red Gowther here instead of Sariel, and you can kind of do like the same type of comp that you would do on like Original Demon, let's say. But this would be the comp right here. Let's say you would do like, Red Gowther here for the rank ups. You'd have Arthur here, and then you'd have Traitor Meliodas for the damage with Red Elaine backline. So it's basically like kind of the exact same thing as the Original Demon, but with this you would have a rank up here for the Traitor Meliodas, and you wouldn't have to bring on the other side of the field, you would not have to bring the Diane there. You could definitely just bring another Arthur if you do want, or you could bring like a Red Zeldris here, which can be pretty nice for taking like Gage. But in terms of like what you should be running though, I would definitely recommend the strategy where you do the 3-turn, which I'll actually show you guys what it looks like after this. But another character that works instead of Traitor Meliodas, if you do not have him, can be Red Derriere and also Red Eskin, or both of them being characters that either have the Amplify skill in their ultimate or their main card, or they do have this damage built in with them because they are able to hit pretty hard. So that's going to be the team comp strategy, guys. Now let's actually go into the fight and kind of explain that, and we'll talk about that when we get into the clip. Alright guys, so this is the clip that me and Scarson actually got here for the 3-turn of the Crimson Demon. So this is the team that I was actually using here. So I was running Attack Food with Sariel, Traitor Meliodas, Red Arthur, and Red Elaine backline. I forgot to explain Red Elaine earlier, but Red Elaine is going to give you the stat related increase for your buff cards or buff skills in the actual fight. So basically how it works is every time you get a buff on your character, it's actually going to increase that value of the effect by 50% for each stat related buff. So Elaine lane's going to be pretty nice in the backline for Trader Meliodas to actually increase it, and she's also giving you the extra drops because of her you know, costume set there. So I actually am running these sets there. We are running attack crit on Trader Meliodas to do a lot of damage, same with Sariel there, and then the HP on the Arthur there. But yeah, and then you guys can see Scarson's team here is going to be the red Slater here. We have the red Arthur, and then the Trader Meliodas. So it's basically the exact same team that I'm running, except instead of running Sariel, I'm actually Scarson actually running a Slater here to actually get the guaranteed 3 turn. So let's actually hop in, and I'll show you guys the run here. The run for the Crimson Demon here in terms of strategy, you definitely want to make sure you listen here, guys, because it's going to be very important in terms of following for the actual run. So let's actually let the video play here, and I'll kind of explain what I'm doing on each turn and showing you guys what is viable. So what you want to do on the first turn, if you are on my side, you want to make sure you use the Arthur single target. You want to use the single target with Sariel, and then the AoE with Meliodas. You want to do it in that exact order, and the reason you do it in that order is because you want to make sure you're doing these single target skills so that Meliodas has 2 buffs by the time he's using his AoE. And for Scarson's side, he's going to be doing the exact same thing. Instead of using a Sariel single target, he's going to be using the Slater single target as the attack skill there. So you guys will see here that the hand, he's going to do the Slater single target. I'm doing my Arthur single target, the single target with Sariel, and then the AoE with Meliodas, both of us doing the AoE right there. So you guys will see here that the damage is pretty good, but it's where you see Sariel single target damage where it really kicks in, and also the Meliodas AoE as well. You'll see that Sariel basically gets the kill there, and then Meliodas AoE is going to finish off the first phase. So moving into the second phase here, what you guys are going to want to do, it's going to be very important as well. You want to make sure you buff up your Meliodas by yourself. You don't want to, you know, get it or like wait for a rank 2. You just want to straight up buff your Meliodas with your Arthur buff. So Scarson's actually going to do the exact same thing as you'll see in this video. So he's going to do the buff, and then I'm going to do the Meliodas single target. We're both going to do our Meliodas single targets, and then just waste a card right there. It doesn't really matter which card you waste. It can kind of be any, but Meliodas single target is what you definitely want to do on this phase to clear the phase and then move into the final you know, the final phase there. So you can see that Meliodas hits really hard when you get the single targets off. You can see that, you know, the amount of damage I'm doing there, 449k only with like 3 Meliodas buffs alongside the Arthur buff. It's a lot of damage, man. It really is a lot of damage. So moving into the final phase here, you guys can see that what I explained earlier in the video with the Arthur Holy Relic, you guys can see here that it has applied the Holy Relic twice. So you can see his Arthur actually applied the defense related down, and then my Arthur also applied the defense related down. So now on this phase, it's basically just a guaranteed kill as long as you have any Meliodas single targets or any Sariel single targets in my hand. And then on Scarson's side, he just has to have any melee single targets, and it's basically a GG right there. So you guys can see we just rip all of our single targets at the end there, and the amount of damage we're able to do with the defense related down on the Crimson Demon is just an insane amount, getting a guaranteed kill with only 2 amplified cards at the end there, man. It just becomes so easy once you get to the final phase because of the defense related down, and Arthur is very good for applying that with this Holy Relic, man. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.